everyone and welcome to today's video. I wanted to talk about a topic that I actually had very little idea that so many women were self-conscious about, and that is the infamous hip dip. I've seen a lot of videos online on how to fix hip dips, how to get rid of hip dips, how to round the hips, and to be honest, I did sort of fall for that a while ago because I have quite prominent hip dips. If you are aware of my work, you would have definitely seen them. I was very self-conscious of my hip dips and I was embarrassed of posting photos where it looked like my hips curved in, which they do, and I wanted them to be perfectly round like we see on social media a lot of the time. On, say, the Kardashians, we see it on television as well. It seems to be okay to have curves these days if your curves fit into a certain category, I suppose. And for most women this is very unachievable because we naturally have got an indentation on our hips. Some women, depending on where they put fat, might have naturally rounder hips, but the thing is, from some angles you'll find most women do in fact have dips in their hips or their bottom. But with surgery, Photoshop, and fat transplants, you can easily get rid of this, as we have seen on the likes of the Kardashians and many people on Instagram that you wouldn't even be aware of that have had fat transplants, because fat transplants doesn't even involve putting in silicone or actual implants into the body. It's just taking your own fat from one part of yourself and putting it into another. So you can take fat from your stomach and you can get that fat then injected into your bottom. And this is quite a common procedure. There's also, I think, it's called body sculpting, but models that I didn't even know had it, I saw them come up on pages of plastic surgeons saying, oh, it was so nice to see so-and-so pop in today for their body sculpting or their cool sculpting. And I thought, what? I didn't even have any idea about this. And I can imagine it would be very easy to fall into that belief that you need to change your body shape according to what is deemed beautiful. Something we've seen throughout history. Women used to bind their feet to make them smaller. We do extreme things in the name of beauty all the time. Now, the other day I just posted a photo to Instagram in a sheer lingerie number and my hips are very prominent in the photo. I'll just get it up. And as you can see, I have got the infamous hip dips happening. So let's take a look at my Instagram together and see the sorts of comments that this picture received. So Felicity wrote a really lovely comment about how she can relate to and is inspired by the image due to the shape of my hips. And she obviously received a lot of likes for her comment, over 400, which means there's a lot of women that seem to feel the same way in regards to the shape of their body. And if you look at the sheer number of comments of girls saying, me too, I have similar hips. A couple of girls referred to them as violin hips. I haven't heard of that term before. I think it's quite cute indeed. I might actually use it in some future videos and posts. But it absolutely blows my mind that this is going on. I'm just going to take this out because I've got rollers in at the moment. I've been letting them dry. So my comment and Felicity's comment seem to evoke quite a bit of emotion and response in the females that had read them. And just so many girls saying, me too, I have them. I didn't even know there was a term for it. It's just incredible the number of women that are silently thinking about the structure and shape of their hips. What? So I did a quick screen recording of YouTube just to show you how all the videos are in regards to how to fix hip dips. This one I actually had high hopes for because he started off by saying that if you have these hip dips, these are natural, they're nothing to worry about. But then he went on to say, however, if you want the perfect body and the perfect physique, listen to this. So that just made me have zero respect for the rest of that video. And yeah, as you can see, it's just video after video on how to fix them, how to get wider hips. And I thought I'd finish off just by showing you some pictures of my friend Jess, who's in London, whose photos always make me feel good and empowered when I look at them because she's got a similar body type to mine and hips also very, very similar to my own. As you can see here, they divot in a fair bit and she looks sexy and athletic and Amazonic. She doesn't need big round hips to look attractive or feminine. It doesn't matter if your hips are curvier, wider, they are beautiful either way. And I love you, Jess. So that is my talk on hip dips. If you have anything to add in the comments down below, please do. It would be really interesting to hear your feedback, and also you can find a community of women that also have hip dips, and you don't need to fix them or go crazy on exercise or do fat transplants. They are perfectly normal, natural, sexy and athletic looking ladies. Lots of love.